Hey there, and welcome to my 28 weeks pregnant update with my third baby. It is officially the third trimester, and we are in the home stretch of the last 12-ish weeks until our baby is here. So this is an update talking about the pregnancy symptoms at this point, going into the 7th month of pregnancy, going into the third trimester, and lots of things are changing and growing every single week. So I like to keep track of the pregnancy symptoms and just share what my experience has been. And if you're wondering what's normal, if you are watching and you're pregnant maybe a few weeks behind me or around the same range, I think it's just nice to hear from other moms that are going through it and to not feel so crazy when your body's doing all kinds of strange things. So I'm going to be sharing some of what's going on around 28 weeks, what's been changing, and hopefully to just encourage you in the journey. Thank you for watching these videos and following along. I'd love to hear your questions about this pregnancy or pregnancy in general, so feel free to leave a comment. And also, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe because I've got more videos coming soon and would love for you to follow along. It's getting closer. We have about 12 weeks until this baby is here, and so it's exciting. It's also the time when baby is growing and putting on a lot of weight. At this point, at 28 weeks, baby is about 2.5 pounds and about 14 inches long, around the size of a coconut. So it's getting bigger. I'll show you the baby bump. Here's my 28-week baby bump. Loving it. It's very rounded out now, very obvious. When people see me, there's an obvious baby bump there. And so I have been opting for more comfortable, stretchy clothes. It's been really hot because it's been summer, and so I've been trying to go with light and flowy, trying to stay cool, staying in the shade. We have a creek, so I like to put my feet in the water in the creek, and it's nice and cool to cool me down. So I try not to get overheated because I already am feeling those hormones, and sometimes I can be in an air-conditioned room and I'm warmer than everyone else. So I try to do things to stay cool. I've been blasting the AC in my car if I'm driving, and thankfully we are over the biggest part of the heat of the summer, so it's going to start getting cooler towards fall, and I am really looking forward to just hoodie weather. I feel like I'm going to be living in a hoodie the last month or so of pregnancy because it's just like wearing a blanket and it's just so cozy, but it's been way too hot for that. So I've just been opting for flowy and loose and comfortable. I've definitely had some maternity staples of some things that I've just worn over and over. Like I'll wash it and then wear it again. Instead of going through all of the clothes that I have, I'll definitely have my favorites that are my go-to. And I've thought about making a video of that, of just what I actually used and where I got those clothes. I'm a little embarrassed because I did have a maternity haul of several different stores. It felt like a lot of maternity clothes, but at the same time, it was hard to kind of match them up. Some of them were not the right size or they weren't comfortable. And so it's been a little weird trying to find those staples. And I feel like I did spend too much money on the maternity clothes in general. Now, kind of looking back on that, I mean, it's kind of impulse buys. They're so cute. You want like one in every color. I didn't really do one of every color, but I thought about it. But I actually went to a thrift store this week. I went to Goodwill with my kids and I was getting some things for them because they grow so quickly that they don't need brand new stuff and they wear it out so fast too. And so thrifting is great for kids shopping. And I thought, wow, I should have done this for maternity as well. Find some, long shirts and some flowy dresses and some layers that are not even necessarily maternity, but just a bigger size up that I could add in with like maternity pants or whatever. So I actually went to the cashier at Goodwill and I said, do you have a maternity section? Because I looked around and didn't really see one. And at that location, she said, nope, we don't actually have enough to put together a whole maternity section. So it's all kind of mixed in. She's like, I think there's some in the jeans you could probably find. And so me and my 2 kiddos in Goodwill, I was trying to find some maternity clothes for me. And that did not go super well. I looked through like part of a rack, but then they were running up and down the aisles and I was like, all right, we're done. So that was interesting. I would probably shop by myself. I would go sometime when the kids aren't with me if I was really going to weed through and find maternity jeans and stuff, but they do have name brands and they're a lot cheaper than you would pay full price. So I would recommend that. If I had a little more time to shop and weed through there, I think that would be a great place to find a good pair of maternity jeans, find some flowy dresses like I mentioned, and just some staples that you could wear over and over and not have to have so many different things. Yeah, I was a little disappointed shopping online and getting the wrong size, and then I'm like, what do I do with this? You know, I could send it back maybe or resell it, but I really wanted to wear it, you know what I mean? So I found a few things that I liked, and at this point, hopefully the weather is going to get cooler so I can wear some more layers. I do like this kind of thing, so I've got some staples like stretchy maternity pants that can go with anything. These are black pants, so it just matches whatever. And I got some basic tanks and shirts that are long and ruched on the side, and then some long sleeve shirts like this that are flowy that I can layer and that are good for a growing belly. So that's been kind of my style, if you call it my maternity style, has been trying to keep things simple and easy. I got a shower today, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm actually up early today. I got some good sleep last night, and my kiddos were still asleep when I woke up this morning with a leg cramp. Still having those randomly, and it catches me by surprise, but usually when I'm trying to get out of bed. So I had a leg cramp. I ended up taking a hot shower this morning, and they were still sleeping. So I thought, you know what? I'm right at 28 weeks. I'm going to film an update for you and share what it's really like at this point. I have noticed an increase in my appetite. I will just be like starving hungry and eat several things in a row, or eat throughout the day, or, you know, nobody else is hungry and I'm like, is it mealtime yet? So I also keep snacks around with me, and I've gotten several things at the grocery store that just looked good, and maybe even some things that I don't normally get, but it just seemed like a good idea. I went shopping at Aldi this past week, and I love Aldi's products. Their produce is always really fresh, and their chicken salad is amazing. If you have not had their chicken salad, you've got to try it. So I got some chicken salad and croissants. That's a good combination. I would highly recommend. Also, their prices are so much lower. I really wish that our Aldi did pickup. That's the thing. I have to go in the store, sometimes have the kids with me or go without the kids, and it's across town, so it's not convenient. But I thought, hey, if it's every once in a while, it's definitely worth it because they do have good stuff. And so I have been trying to be cognizant of, you know, not spending a whole lot of money on extra stuff, you know, the impulse buys, especially when it comes to baby clothes and baby stuff, because it's so cute and you just want one of everything, right, for little babies. Like, for example, we were at Goodwill and my little girl was finding all these tiny little baby girl clothes. She's like, oh, can we get this for the baby? Can we get this for the baby? And I was like, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, so we don't need to get a lot of frilly pink girl clothes and then end up with a boy. What are we gonna do with all these clothes? So we had to find her size and get some pretty pink things for her, and that was a fun thing to kind of shop with her because she wanted one of everything as well, and it's just so tempting. But I think it's kind of a good thing not knowing the gender of the baby at this point, because we're not going all out buying a lot of baby clothes. I have like white onesies and sleepers, and especially with this third baby, I think I'm gonna just have them in like those zip up onesies all the time, like get one in every size or a few in every size. I actually have a bunch in a tub in my attic, so I'm just gonna pull it down and use what we already have for the most part. I had somebody ask me about a baby shower this week, and at this point I don't think we're planning on having a baby shower, but really we have all the basics and the things we've used before. And so the main thing would be diapers and wipes at this point. So that's what I'm telling friends and people if they ask, you know, what do you need for this baby? We're gonna need a lot of diapers. I just already know that. We've gone through so many diapers with the first two kids, and so I know that's really gonna be the main thing, and meals. So I'm planning to set up a meal train when I get closer to the due date, I'll set up a meal train with like any preferences and some dates that people can sign up to bring a meal. That was a huge help with the new babies, to not have to cook and to have the hot meal, to have something like a casserole or some big meal that I could break up into several meals and warm some up when I'm ready. And so that was really helpful. That's something I would recommend for any mama, is to set up a meal train. There are different websites that do that. Take Them a meal train, several websites that you can just set up your basic information and just send people a link if they do ask you if they can bring you a meal or if you need anything. Then they can just pick a day, and you don't have everybody come in on one day. You can know ahead of time what they're bringing, and then even put allergies or any meal preferences like dairy intolerance, or if you're eating paleo or something, you can put those type of things, and so you can have requests. Then you know what's coming. And so I think that was one of the best things. Also, when we get closer to the time when the baby's coming, I'm planning to like get some extra household supplies to just really be stocked up on things like toilet paper and paper towels and paper plates, and have things that are just disposable, so we're not gonna have as much laundry, as much dishes, to kind of give us a break to get used to life with a new baby and being up around the clock, because they eat every couple hours, they take short naps throughout their 24-hour cycle. So the newborn phase is just kind of a blur because of that, and any little hack that you can do to make that easier is going to help. So definitely planning to stock up on like laundry detergent and soaps and things like that that I know we're gonna need in the household. So that's my plan, kind of looking forward. I'm excited, but I also know we've got a couple months to go, so it's not urgent at this point. It's just kind of in my mind for when we get to that point. I did want to share with you something that I've been trying and loving, so check this out. You know how much we talk about going to the bathroom when we're pregnant? Well, I have switched toilet paper. I know, life-changing, but really, this is real toilet paper made out of bamboo, and I am loving this. It is so cool. It is BPA free, plastic free. It is super comfortable and durable. So I'm gonna open this up and show you kind of the texture here. But I have switched from like the really thin stuff. See if it'll focus. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna share my toilet paper with you because I've been loving this. I switched to this about a month ago, maybe 2 months now, and I have really enjoyed it, and I do not want to go back to the thin stuff. You had to use so much of it for it to even work, and it didn't even really work. But you don't have to use as many sheets of this, and it's actually durable and super comfortable and good for the environment and sustainable. So I'm going to link this below in the description if you want to try it out. Real toilet paper is made out of bamboo. Super comfortable, durable, and hey, we go to the bathroom a lot, and so this is something you're gonna use every single day, and you can thank me later. But click the link in the description to check out real toilet paper made out of bamboo, and you're welcome. Okay, so I think that's all the updates at this point. Things have been going pretty smoothly. I have a scheduled appointment with my midwife next week, so I'll be able to share in the next update kind of how that's going. I've mentioned that we're keeping track of my hydration and my diet, and make sure that I'm staying in a good range and a normal range, and so far it has been pretty normal, so I'm thankful for that. Still feeling a lot of baby movement, lots of kicks and rolls and stuff, and it's just so exciting to watch them grow and to think about who they're gonna be, and cannot wait to meet this little one, but they just need to cook a little longer. 12-ish weeks or so. All right, I want to know what your questions are, so leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, what you want to hear more about in these updates, and what you'd like me to share. I hope to share just the honest and raw experience of what it's been like for me this time around with our third baby, to hopefully encourage other mamas who are on a similar journey. You're doing a great job, and keep up the good work. I will see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.